Hello, welcome back to A Day Full of Budgets. This video is my budget with me for July 2024. We're a family of 5 and we live in the east of England. Before I start, I just want to say everybody's budget's different. This is our current circumstances at this current moment in time. Life hasn't always been like this, and I am forever grateful for what we have. So that being said, we're just going to get into it. So it's week 27 to 30 of the year. So we're now into the second half of the year, which is, would I say exciting? I don't know. I've missed the first half. I don't know where it went. So we're going to go from the 1st of July to the 28th of July. We've got £3.19 left over from last month. I try and do as close to a zero-based budget as possible. And then we've got a payment of £300 coming in. And then my payments, I'm self-employed and employed. So I'm employed for 20 hours a week and I am self-employed for the rest of the time. So that's why mine are spread out. So I've got 390, 160, 340, and then 1,329 in the fourth week. My husband's pay this month is 7,290. Now that is way higher than it would normally be. And this is because my husband worked in May about 120 hours extra. So he works equal shift on and off, 12-hour shifts. Either he does, what does he do? 4 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon, or 3 in the afternoon till 3 in the morning. So they're quite unsociable shifts. So on top of that, he's done 120 hours. But what we had decided to do was increase his pension contributions, but they haven't done that. So we'd wanted to put quite a lot of this into his pension, but that's not happened. So we're going to reallocate it elsewhere and then increase his pension contributions from next month onwards. So that will see that come down. And then we've got child benefit, £238, which is repaid through my husband's tax code. So that brings the total income for 10,050.47. So then if we look at the expenditure for the month, everything is usual, but I will just go down the list anyway. Sorry, I know I'm using my finger and the pointer. I'm just not used to the pointer. So we've got water at 88.45. Now that is, I'm told, quite high. We are not on a meter. We are on just a kind of fixed rate, but there are 7 people who are in the household. So it's our family, and then my parents live in an annex on the land. And land, we do not have land. That made it sound like we live in like acres. We do not have acres, but they do live next to us. So actually, I think for 7 people, that's quite good. I think if you're a household of 7, what do you pay for your water? Anyway, TV license £13.25. Let's go through the week actually. Then we've got Scottish Widow at £23.63, Scottish Provident £36.35, their insurances, Vet Plan £17.50, mobiles at £48.75. That's for 5 SIM only mobiles, so I think that's quite good value. Our home insurance at £28.99. We're hoping that will be paid annually this year coming. Octopus has gone down, so that's our gas and electric at £240. We've got an electric car and we're now on their EV tariff. So, and we've got solar panels, so we feed in and get cheap electric overnight, and that's made a massive difference. Mortgage is £1,165.39. Also in the first week, we'll have our Apple payment at £299, legal and general life insurance at £24.70, and then each week we've got a tutor at £25, driving lessons at £54. My son has broken his arm and isn't currently doing his driving lessons. However, because I've already budgeted it in, and I've only budgeted up to, I think, September for his driving lessons, if it goes into October, I'm going to keep this money and use it then. And then we've got a lot of extra bits in other, and that is because we've had a little bit of a splurge. So I was in Tesco's and they had 25% off. I got myself a dress, a denim jacket, some pyjamas, and my husband has bought some things that he needs to try and fix his coffee machine because his coffee machine is currently broken. I've done some Etsy shopping. We've got ourselves some running socks, things like that. So we've had a little bit of a splurge. So it was about £190 that we've already spent. So we've come into week 2. We've got 2 nationwides at 40 and 25. They're just little savings pots. I've got business expenses at 46.80. Our council tax is 274. Another life insurance at 9.99. Spotify at 19.99. We have like the family bundle, so everybody can listen at the same time. And then week 3, we've got Virgin, so our TV package, which does have all of the sports and movies and phone and broadband at 82.68. Oh, we also have multi-room in that as well. Another savings at 33. A business expense at 180. Our car PCP payment at 522.24. The connectivity for the car at 9.99. This 320 is the final payment for all of the purchases that I made in March on a 0% credit card, and that's the last one, and then that's all cleared. And then we've got just the driving lesson and tutor. And then in week 4, we've just got one, which is this £200, which is new. So we redo our mortgage in September, and we have to pay, or everybody, not just us, you have to pay a lot more interest on your first payment, and it's going to be about £600 more. So I've decided to take £200 from July, August and September's pay, so we don't have to suffer the whole £600 in October. So that's that. So those fixed expenses are 3,779.47. I really don't know what to do with this hand if I'm not pointing. Just feel a bit right. So our balance remaining is 6,271. So then we look at our sinking funds, and I'm just going to grab my highlighter. And I'll zoom you in a bit. So this is what I'm going to do with the rest of the money for the month. That way. There we go. So if you've watched my channel before, you'll know that these are the ideal amounts that we'd like to put in all of these pots every single month. And if it's over or under that, I'm going to highlight it. It's good for me because I know that if we're putting more or less in, what needs a bit extra, etc., etc. So food, there's only 1 week it's getting more than 135, and that's week 4 because that's the start of the school holidays. Fuel is the same at £30 a week. Family fun is at £25 a week still. We've obviously got our school holiday pot, so that's fine. My self-care is at 15. Time for us is at £10 a week. School, I'm having to increase the first 2 weeks because both of my boys have got extra trips that I didn't know about, hadn't planned for, and also I need to pay a second amount for my son's D&E, as well as obviously uniform. So I'm putting a little bit extra in the first 2 weeks. I think it'll be more than enough, but I don't want to leave myself short. Clothes is actually getting extra, so it's getting an extra £30. Well, it's getting an extra £10, so it's £30 a week. Just because I know leading up to our holiday, we'll need to get some bits and bobs. Beauty is going up to 20, and I think I'm going to keep this at 20 moving forward, so I just need to change that figure. Home, with this extra money, we're putting a lot of it into home. We've got a lot of renovations still to do. So I think it's a good use of that extra money. So that's actually going to get £800 this month for home. The first week for kids is just going to get a little bit more because I'm a little bit behind. Clubs, I'm actually only putting 2 lots of 100 and 2 lots of 50 in this month, just because we've got quite a buffer in there at the moment. So I'm just spreading it elsewhere. Pets is getting £15 a week. School food is still going to get £20 a week, and it will do all through the school holidays, so I've got a good buffer going into September. Bus pass is nothing. And then tech is getting 30, 25, 25 and 30, and that should complete the tracker so I can get myself a new phone in August. Thank goodness, because my storage is non-existent on my phone, so actually recording and editing videos is very hard. I'm just going to check, yeah, it was so long. Car maintenance, so I've decided to, if you've watched my last video, you'll know that, well, not the last one, the one before that, I think. I'm not going to separate the two cars, so I'm going to do a car maintenance pot, so just one pot for all maintenance on cars, and I'll do the car insurance because it's a joint policy, like a multi-car. I'm going to do that through my annual savings, so that's just £30. My daughter's dance dress, £20 a week, emergency fund, £20 a week. Annuals is going to get 70, and this is going to be in cash this month. I'm going to trial it. My work is £20 a week. I need to do my tax return for the last tax year to see if I need to make adjustments to that. I haven't done it yet. And then holiday is going to get £350 a week. So it's £1,400. Again, we're making the most of the extra money that we've got coming in, and that will pay for or finish the tracker for mine and my husband's trip in September for my birthday, which will be nice. And then family annuals is also getting a little bit extra, so it's getting extra £30, so it takes it up to £90 per week. My husband gets £15 a week. My investments have also gone up, although that should say 20, because I am opening my LISA this month, so I'm going to put £20 into my Trading 212 stocks and shares ISA, and I'm also going to put £20 a week into my lifetime ISA, and I'm going to open that in Moneybox. If you want to look at a stocks and shares ISA or any form of investing, I do have a Trading 212 link, so you get a free share, I get a free share. You can literally put £1 in, get your free share, and then take all the money out. You don't have to actually do it, but there's a link in my description for that. Miscellaneous is just £10 a week, and then challenges are going to get £240 a week, which is amazing, and some of that will go towards our longer term savings, and as well as all of the other savings pots that we have got going on at the moment. So all of that then comes to £6,270, which then gets fed back into my budget. And then you can see that our closing balance for the end of the month will be £1. So that is as close to the zero-based budget as, just bring that in, I love these. I got them from Jen at Budgets and Dreams, these little motivational cards, which are lovely. So if you order from her, you get a different card, so that's great. Anyway, digressing. So that is my budget with me for July. Thank you so much for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know if you do a budget with me, because I love watching these, so I'd be really interested to watch yours. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.